Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I thought I'd share some coasters I've been working on that will be eventually turned into junk journals that I've been making and have on my Zibbit shop. So they all start like this. These coasters I got in particular are from Target in the dollar spot. I think I got these last fall, and I sanded them all because they had like this shiny coating on them. So I did that, and then I gessoed them 2 coats just to give it some tooth and a clean slate for whatever I want to do with them. And then this is the first one I did. I went out of my comfort zone because my go-to colors are usually the pinks, and I did browns here, and I was just playing around with different stuff and not liking how things came out and covering it up and stuff like that. So I did tons of stuff on here that either got covered up or wiped away. And so this is the end result. I did some molding paste on the brick stencil here, and then I did some stamping, and this is the Harlequin background stamp from Viva Las Vegas Stamps, and I stamped that with the clear embossing pad and embossed it with the ultra high gloss clear embossing powder from Viva Las Vegas Stamps. And then I stamped first I braided on white cardstock vintage photo, and then walnut stain, and then I took some water, sprayed it in my hand, and just, did that like Tim Holtz does. And I've been taking the Creative Jumpstart this month, and that was one of the techniques that Natalie used for her journal, one of her journals. And so then I heat set it and then wiped off the water droplets. You got this really cool effect. And then I stamped the Be Adorable sentiment and black versified, and then embossed it with the ultra high gloss clear. And then because the sentiment is so long, because it's like a poster, like one of those word posters, it didn't fit, so I decided to cut it into 3 parts, and then I was playing around with the placement of that, and then I stamped the cat because I didn't know what else to put on there. And this is also from Viva Las Vegas Stamps. So I was playing around with the placement, and then I marked the holes to punch it right there, and then I attached everything. This I glued glossy accents, and then I used foam tape for him or her. Oh, and then after I cut the words into 3 separate sections, I used my distressing tool and distressed the edges, and then used, I think, walnut stain for the edges around it, and then backed it with scrapbook paper. And this one is another Finn inspired canvas. It started out with these hearts, and these hearts I got in a rack yesterday because I did this one last night. And I attached everything that you see here with molding paste because my gel medium is plumb out of glue. It's now using, the jar is now a glue water. Back it up. The jar is now holding water for my glue brush. So, as I said, I attached everything that you see here with the it's molding paste. And then after that dried, I gessoed everything. Oh, before I gessoed, I punched 2 holes right here for placement, and I have these brads. They're like X's and O's, and I also have a mouth eyelet, and excuse me, and I decided to use those eyelets for like the holes. Since it's metal, it'd add more texture to the piece itself. So then I just sold everything, and then I used various sprays, SEA Tumble Dye and Hot Pink, I think it is, and Lindy Stamp Gang New Shadow Mist, and Bucket of Blood Red, and Phantom Fuchsia, Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst Spray, I think in Voodoo Violet Black, or Screaming Banshee Black, and I think, no, I didn't use the brown, and Delusions Hot Bubblegum Pink, and then I used some bronze craft paint and wet my finger, went over some areas, and then I took the Perfect Pearls and Pewter and went over some areas with that. These are like little Scrabble tiles. They're a little thicker than the Scrabble tiles, but they did spell out love originally, and because of all with the gesso and the spraying and all that, it covered up the letters. So I took from Kaiser Craft the letters from love, only because one size of the letters themselves, and then the coloring, and it went better with the piece. And then to make sure that the letters stayed, I used glossy accents on top of that. And then I did the edges around with black after I put the scrap of paper on top of it. And these two I started last night, and then I did a little more a little while ago before doing this video. This one I just glued some of this lace on there last night with Mod Podge, and then after that dried I did a coat of this light green craft paint, and then this afternoon, hopefully you can see by the light, I took this flower stencil and with yellow craft paint went over that, did that, and then did some spraying and different sprays. Not liking how it was turning out, I did some stamping, and this is I can't remember the shape. It's from Viva Las Vegas Stamps, and I stamped them with Black VersaFine. And then I went back, took the stencil, went back to where the flowers were, and put the paint back onto it to make it stand out more, because it sort of blended in after all the spraying and stuff. And I don't know where to go with this now. I think maybe I'll, do the foreground and stuff. I'll leave the background as is. I'm not completely happy with it, but I don't want to turn it into a hot mess. And then this one I did a coat of like an aqua craft paint, and then again I did with the water and the spots, and then I added another color, and then that one didn't take as well as the first layer, so I just repainted it the aqua. And then I took a big plastic square. It actually was a fly swatter, and somebody sent it to me and just took the handle off, and it makes a great stencil. I sprayed that with Glimmer Mist and Raven, and then after that dried, I took an alphabet stencil and used white craft paint on that, and it brought up the Glimmer Mist. And then I did something stupid. I took some watered down light blue craft paint and painted, because I wanted to add another color, I just painted that, and that just took the Glimmer Mist off, made it like dirty, which was sort of okay, but that's not what I wanted. So then, what did I do? Oh, then I took put that stencil, the square plastic mesh back on over here, and then I took the denim distress stains and dab, and that turned into a hot mess, and I just went along with it and dabbed the rest of it, and then heat set that and moved it around, and then took a old t-shirt and wiped whatever didn't get dried. And then I stamped this brick stamp from Viva Las Vegas Stamps with the black VersaFine, and I embossed it with the clear, the Ultra High Gloss Clear embossing powder. And I think because this was still tacky, the embossing powder stuck to some more parts of the coaster, which was fine. So it's got more glossy look to it. And then I did some spraying for drips. And I think that's about all I'm going to do with this for the background. I just need to do the holes and add a foreground and, you know, add the paper to the back here. And then we put the assembly together for the books. I got this one and 2 more to do, and then I'll just cut papers and all that stuff to bind, and then they'll be like this and up on my Zibbit store, which is, I'll put the link to that in the description below. All the 4x4s that I've done are up there. I think I have like one I still have to take pictures and put up, and 4x4, and then I just bought some more 5x7 canvases to do more of those. So check those out, and I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.